I guess we're here. Hello, boys and girls. Saturday morning, time to get woken up and talk about what's happening in Thailand this week, eh? And play some games. Dildo Baggins, how are we today? Seen you for a few weeks. Okay, off and running. And yeah, we're not going to play. We're going to just have that in the background so we don't have us two people. Four looks better than two.
Never got my Brady bunch.
Well, one day we'll get it.
Yeah.
When we become a super mega star or something like that, we'll become. We'll have to go to something like Zoom or something like that. I don't know how many people. I think only have 50 people on Discord. Or something, some bizarre number like that. Anyway, and my sound is working. Your sound is working. Everybody's sound is working. Yes, good. Off and running. I have got an article that I was going to start with today, but I usually wait for about 5 minutes for everybody to get here. Okay, sound off. Malcolm K's here. Good. Might as well start it anyway. Where are we? And I'm going to throw that from here over to here and then bring that. This article came out from Bangkok Post this week, which I thought was an interesting read, focusing on foreigners. With the tourism trend shifting to longer stays, operators look to tap the market. Operators look to tap the market. I've got to get my glasses fixed, I'm sure. You don't have to read anything when you're playing games, thank God.
No.
But you're always moving your glasses. You get fingerprints everywhere. Oh my God. When are they going to invent glasses that don't get fingerprints all over them? I suppose I could stop touching my glasses. That's a bit better. Yes, okay. Thailand has long been a popular destination. 7 days until they arrive. Thailand, rain, go away. No, you want the rain. The rain is lovely.
No.
You people, you here. Unless, of course, you live in Bang Chang. Okay?
I want to send it to Mayor Groves because he's complaining he doesn't have rain. It's going to rain again here shortly too.
Yeah. Thailand has long been a popular destination. Oh, you know that amongst tourists for long stay travellers, including expatriates and retirees. With more multinational companies establishing offices and manufacturing centres in Thailand, the country is attracting foreign workers. More Thai locations, including industrial cities, coastal areas, mountain towns, and are building expat communities, providing upgraded facilities for remote workers and retired foreigners. The first quarter of 2023, the number of expatriates tallied 156,596, of which more than half lived in Bangkok, according to Colliers Thailand. The top 3 nationalities were Japanese, Chinese, and Indian. Don't see any Americans there. Okay. We're not popular. Where's that? Brian! Bill, g'day Bill, how you doing? He's Brian, man. The old Bill.
That's the Bill.
That's the Bill.
That's the Bill. That's his wedding that I'm going to shortly.
Yep. So Todd's off running off to Australia again. So bring on the rain. We need more of it. Yes. Yes. You can't keep everybody happy here. Sorry.
You can have it. You can have it, Mayor Groves. I don't need it.
The Tourism Authority of Thailand is dedicating 2024 to expats by offering benefits to the segment. And they're going to tax you just to pay for them, I guess. That's how it's going to work, isn't it? The tourism trend shifting towards longer stays after the pandemic. Operators are looking for opportunities to tap the segment. What do we got? Long Stay Life Club in Chiang Mai. What's that one there? Okay, Workstation Hub. I'm going to have to get better at trying to pronounce these Thai names. Tapani, Ketapolom. Can't cut that shit out. The TAP governor said the agency is preparing privileges for expats, including perks they have requested for many years, such as lowering the entrance fees to national. No, it's lowering. It's not making the same as Thais, just lowering. Instead of 10 times, it's probably going to be 5 times the Thai price. But hey, we'll see what happens. National parks and other attractions at the same rate. The year of expatriate celebration will include promotional campaigns to showcase workstations, places that combine work and vacation across Thailand, to stress the unique work environment here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background there. What are they chatting about?
Bro's there.
So Mark's there. G'day, Mark. Kimbo's there. Mr. Mitch. Oh, I haven't had stab. Mr. Mitch hasn't been around for a while. Hey, g'day, Mr. Mitch. He had his channel up and he took his channel down. Is your channel back up again yet, Mr. Mitch? I don't know. I haven't looked, as nothing's come up on my radar there. So Kimbo, give me a call. Yep.
He's talking to Bill.
Yeah, fair enough. Converse yourself, you know. 3 resort islands in Suratani, Koh Samui, Koh Phangan and Koh Tao serve as hotspots for digital nomads. Long stay visitors and remote workers are attracted to the beautiful nature and local culture, as well as various types of accommodation at different price ranges. He said 3 islands are home to an estimated 10 to 15,000 digital nomads on tourist visas and non-immigrant visas. Digital nomads are high quality visitors who help inject cash into the economy of the islands, as they normally spend more than the locals and help fill the market during the low season. We know that. Major markets for Russians and Europeans, okay. The war on Ukraine has caused many Russians to head to Thailand, staying longer than normal as they work remotely. The segment includes freelancers, digital entrepreneurs. According to the real estate information, Russians ranked 2nd for condo transfers nationwide during the first half of 2023, with 702 units worth 2.55 billion baht. Condo transfers. Well, that means they've bought condos, is that right? Okay. Some of these real estate terms I'm not really up on. In terms of facilities, a number of residences, cafes and co-working spaces are growing rapidly to accommodate surging demand for long stay and non-immigrant visa holders. However, he admitted that there is a problem with people overstaying their visas in Samui, as far as some foreigner criminals are based on the island. Okay, yep. The situation prompted the authorities to intensify security measures. Japanese slowdown. That's quite a long article. Thailand has long been a favourite investment destination for Japanese companies that produce auto parts, computers, food products, because of the strong facilities built here for manufacturing. Okay, according to the Board of Investment, Japanese applicants secured most projects of any foreign nationality in 2022, totaling 293 projects worth 50.7 billion baht. Well, we're being invaded by the Japanese again, are we? What's going on? Book the tickets. You booked your tickets, Todd? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Mitch. Okay. Yeah. Still chatting amongst yourselves.
Well, I'm trying to keep tabs.
Yeah. You just give me a heads up if they say anything. I want to ask their question. Shifted to companies to. However, since the pandemic, the employment trend has shifted, as many companies now hire Thai nationals for managerial and similar positions instead of relocating executives from Japan, aiming to cut costs amid slow economic growth and a weak yen. Actually, I read a story this week. There's a company in Chonburi that had an issue with the Thai workers there, and the Thais are screaming victimisation because they're preferencing the Burmese to work in the factory or something. I didn't quite really understand the whole thing, but Thais are up in arms because the Burmese were getting special dispensation and the Thais weren't.
Yeah.
The factory was run. The factory was run by a Burmese operator. So, yeah, I didn't think it was really news, but it was interesting. If the weak yen lasts for another 5 to 10 years, investment will be reduced, leading to a smaller Japanese expatriate retirement community in Thailand. Meanwhile, the number of Chinese expatriates has surged following the increase in investment by Chinese firms, notably the EV market. Yes, okay. Chinese companies are leading investors to industrial estates in Rayong province, which is part of the EEC. A study in the REIC found Chinese were the top market for condo transfers, a total of 3,448 units. Optimism. Okay, investment for the number of expatriates in EEC have expanded quickly after the pandemic ended. The biofuels, biochemicals, electronics. Okay. Primarily attracts companies from Asia, led by Japan, China, and South Korea. Investment foreigners who work in companies, industrial estates, around 70% of origin nationals' properties in Rayong. Don't see much really incentives here for foreigners living here. It's all about the working people. Come on. Cloudy Chiang Mai. Yes, air pollution Chiang Mai. That's an issue that they really...
That's cleaning season again, isn't it?
Notice that. Moreover, the requirement for saving of 800,000 baht to apply for retirement visas is not expensive compared to other retirement programs in Asia, he said. This is why they want to put it up, I'm sure. However, the Japanese government raised the retirement age to 70. Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bum. Thailand might see a decrease in Japanese retirees. Yes, it probably would, yeah. But you still get in here at 50 for Thailand, I believe. The Thailand retirement age is going up as well.
Did see that. I can't remember the details. I flicked through that and going, is that going to be interesting or not? No, the brain doesn't accept that information.
Most retired Japanese normally stay in Thailand as long as their health remains good, and then they go home if their health declines.
Well, in Japan, they've got a national health system, which is pretty good.
Yep, they return home for with their health filters because Japanese health insurance. Yeah. As a foreign retiree, Mr. Nishida said he hopes the government works to solve problems related to traffic conditions and the quality of roads, sidewalks. What sidewalks? And zebra crossings. Yeah, well, the zebra crossings are there. Nobody
uses them, or
I've seen this thing about a dozen times on X recently. Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter or whatever. And there's a guy, a red car coming up to a pedestrian crossing, doing the right thing. There's a dog crossing at the crossing, and they stop to protect the dog. This motorcycle in the next lane, not even paying any attention, veers into his lane and just hits right up the rear end of the car, does a complete flip over the car, lands in the windscreen and smashes the windscreen, and then gets up and walks away. Yeah. You're supposed to stop at traffic lights, pedestrian crossings, but it's one of those things. I almost got caught one day for a set of traffic lights. I had some arsehole tailgating me, and I was doing the right thing. I can stop successfully in that distance, when the light changed yellow. But as soon as I started to put the brakes on, and he started getting closer, I said, "Fuck it, I'm going."
Yeah.
And I had to run the yellow light, and he ran the red light. Yeah, it's scary sometimes.
Eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah, you do. Quality of roads. Not much else they're talking about there. Yeah.
Marky Mark's joined the TikTok bandwagon.
Has he?
Mm.
What?
Did he? The old
Breaking news from into the TikTok bandwagon. Have you followed me on TikTok yet, Mark, or what? You could put all your little Instagram, not Instagram, your the things you put up on, was it LinkedIn? You could put them up there. Okay, Billy, read now. Government to tighten tax rules from overseas income, January 1. Oh, yeah, we talked about that last week, Billy. It's one of those sort of things, we don't rehash the same thing. Let them make a decision about that one. But primarily, if there's the way it stands right now, if there's a bilateral tax agreement between countries, it doesn't apply. And it also goes hand in hand to what Australia recently did, which is taxing expatriates living out of the country for more than so many days as well. So pretty much that umbrella has come in both ways. So Australia's fairly well protected. Well, unless of course they change the tax ruling. Insomnia? What do we talk about? Insomnia?
Well,
Storm in a
talk to me about
teacup, Billy.
insomnia.
Only will it? Yeah, that's right. It is storm in a teacup. Exactly.
Yep.
Anyway, we've got everybody chatting at the moment, so we'll watch what they're chatting about. This is what we like. We like to have something to talk about. Storm in a teacup. Yes, we did that. Yeah. So, do we need to rehash that? Basically, it's the fact that there is a tax loophole, primarily committed by by foreigners in countries that have a 180-day overlap between their tax year and the Thai tax year. And of course, what's happening is the fact that they're moving money between countries to avoid their taxation commitments in one country because the other country doesn't tax them. So they want to put a blanket on that to stop that money movement in and out of the country. Unfortunately, we're part of that umbrella, but because we have a tax agreement and we have the same tax year. No, do we have the same tax year as Thailand? I think
Pretty sure we do.
Yeah, I think we have the same.
Would
Yeah.
know more about that.
I think our tax is the same as Thailand, yes. Yeah, and that's all it is. And of course, that they just throw a big umbrella until everybody complains, and then the umbrella gets smaller until, it's no longer an issue. In Pattaya, I have noticed there are a lot of condo building. Yeah, yes, a lot of condos everywhere because, again, the foreigners moving in here aren't doing what I'm doing, which is finding a Thai partner, helping her get into the banking system and qualify for a bank loan for a mortgage, and then living in her house and paying her mortgage, which is effectively I'm renting the house, but she's the one who benefits. I don't know why more people don't do that. It's, it only means finding a partner that you trust. That's fairly easy if you're thinking with your head and not with the second smaller head. Thai tax year is the calendar year now. Okay, so it's offset. So yeah, maybe there's not enough people in Australia using that loophole. But that's probably why Australia brought that loophole in. They covered it their side. That's what it was. Yeah, they were a step ahead of the Thai government. Damn, just noticed, Todd, what happened to you? Yeah, so we're going to do the zoom in. Yes, he doesn't go to Shania anymore. See, look what they did to him. It's disgraceful. Like if you're living in Bangkok, it's only 45 minutes from the centre of Bangkok to Shania's salon. It's a quick taxi drive, and she's the best haircutter in Thailand. You just got to know where. That's it.
She is.
Maybe a bit harder from Bang Chang.
Yeah.
But don't forget, like 5 years ago, when we were talking about the business opportunity, what I wanted her to do, which on hindsight now would have been a far better idea given her workload, would be to have bought a van and kitted a van up as a mobile salon.
Yeah.
Because that's what she does. She spends probably half her working time plugging into other people, with makeup and all that other sort of stuff. She helps everybody out. Stay focused on your business, darling. But yeah, she says she is, but given the rainy season and everything else, she looks for anything. A makeup job for $1,000, yeah, she'll jump into that. But she could just take the van and do the hair and makeup all in one place. Back in Australia when I was married, we had our hairdresser come to our house. Well, that was something Angie did. She sorted all that sort of stuff out. But it was it was a Saturday morning, 2-hour session, every 4 to 6 weeks. She'd come round and sort of do Angie's hair and do my hair and do Sarah's hair, and then give her a couple of give her $50 or $100 or what, I can't remember how much it cost, and then she'd be out. Nice and easy. But yeah, she didn't like the idea because most places that she would go to doesn't have running water that she could leverage, and that's one critical part of the hairdressing here. Because, probably a third of the jobs that she does in the salon is just a hair wash and blow dry. That's 120 baht for a hair wash and blow dry. No cut at all. Do you want me to do a hairdressing industry video? I don't know. Is it interesting? I find it interesting, but I don't think anybody else would. The whole process of running a hairdressing business. The sourcing of supplies, and it's something it's been on the back of my list of video. I got a list of things I want to talk about so long. It's as long as 10, 12 pages long or something now.
The details of running a business in Thai, like a standalone business, not like a corporate chain or anything like that. I think that's something that's not covered.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know enough about it either.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'd like to come from a sort of a point of understanding. Maybe if we ever got down to Robert's place, Meg Rowe's place, he'd understand the business more than I do. We could have a sit around the table, multi-camera shot, and discuss business. That's another idea.
You guys can discuss business. I'll just drink.
You'll just drink. You have to bring your own Leo. Sorry.
No. Well, I'm at Meg Rowe.
He's a terrible guest. He'll only say serve your chung. Terrible host.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't mind chung with Meg Rowe. So it's all good. It's all good.
A lot of Thai hairdressers don't know how to cut farang hair, and they don't know
they don't.
when to stop cutting. Yes, this is what I've seen. It's of course, I make it easy when I get my hair cut. I don't style it. I just give me number 2. I'm because I wear a hat. But yeah, everybody else she does a great job of everybody else's hair. But she has pride in workmanship. So yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, I said trim and number 2 on the sides, and 30 seconds later it was number 2 all over.
Yep.
So you really had an ask for that. Come on.
You need to actually get the translation, short back and side, not too much at the top.
I thought I explained well enough in Thai. And then next thing you know, I get back home and I actually looked like a proper bike rider, which is probably not the look I'm going for. So the beard came off. It'll grow back.
It'll grow back. I think it looks younger and better
Yes.
Makes him look 53 years old, rather than 63 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
63? Okay. 63. Fine.
Short baggers spun nothing off the top. None off the top. Yes. Well, there's not. I don't have much on the top. Nothing much to take off the top there. But it gets wiry. Oh, excuse me. Chang works for me, although I usually grab a Leo. Yes, I know. Mr. Mitch is a Leo drinker too. He must be my brother.
Stephen Monash, hello.
Yeah, you both look older than me. But Stephen, yes, well, let's not go there. You've worked with school kids too long, and that's added 10 years to your life. God. Yes, anyway, moving right along, story-wise. Yeah, so I'm going to start doing better videos. That's the decision I've made. So the next one's queued up, ready to go. There's 2 of them queued up, ready to go. I've got my team here critiquing. So you get the rawest format before it even goes to everybody else. Even goes to before it goes to the Patreons. It goes here amongst the crew. Tell me what I did wrong with this one. I teach adults only. I saw light early. Well, I've seen the adults in your class. They don't look much over 15 to 16-year-old, but maybe they are adults. I'm getting too old to try to judge age anymore.
You were saying your glasses were going funny on you today.
Well, my eyes are just, getting to that old age stage. Everything's sort of the clarity of everything is just slightly a bit of, hazy, not as crisp as it used to be. I used to say I could shoot the wings of a fly at 300 metres, but now I've got to reduce that to 150 metres. But I can still see further than Shania, that's for certain.
Oh,
We drive along the road and you'll see a Port 300 metres away, and she'll say, I want to go to Hong Nam. I want Hong Nam. I said, what's a Port? She goes, where? Just down there, about 300 metres away. How do you see that?
I'm still good for that. Anything past 2 metres reach, I'm fine. But between 2 metres and trying to read stuff, I've got to have the glasses on.
Anyway, rainy season. So, Todd, how much rain have you had down there?
It's rained every day.
So have you sold the Vulcan for a boat yet, or a jet ski?
Tempting. No, I mean I got a message from my CFI the other day. What are you up to? And I said, it's staying dry just like you. And he goes, yeah. I can't plan. Because, if I plan 24 hours, it's going to rain. It's literally every time I've had a flight booked, it's rained. So I'm trying to do the rain god thing and send it to Mayor Groves, but it's not working. And I popped outside just before the live stream and dark clouds are rolling in. And,
it's not looking too bad out here. It's bright. I see white fluffy clouds in the sky and I see blue sky.
Well, for the 18 months I was at Sai-Hai, it probably rained like it's rained here 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
But here in Bangchang, it rains. Like it rains. It rains. You didn't tell me about that, Marky Mark. Not happy.
Well, it was an oversight. Mark's a fish. Mark likes rain.
Yeah, so yes, Mayor Groves, I'm trying.
What was that last post you put up about coming to Thailand, Mark? Is this your last trip here? Are you not going back or what? I didn't quite get what you meant about that. You sort of mentioned something, my last trip or something. Well, maybe I read it wrong. Anyway, he'll answer that, I'm sure. Sunny and warm over here. Yes, we know.
Bang Saray. Billy's asked about Bang Saray, how many foreigners around Bang. There is a small expat community around this area, and there is expat facilities, and most of the expats I've met are pretty awesome guys. They're the ones that Marky Mark's introduced me to, so he's put them past the filter already. But it's not like you're walking up and down Sukhumvit in the middle of Bangkok. It is country Thailand, but there are certain areas where expats hang out, and if you want to have your feel of expats, like today's AFL Grand Final day, so hopefully if I've got a technician coming to have a look at the air conditioning, hopefully if that's sorted by then, I'll go to local watering hole and watch the AFL Grand Final. But if you don't have a reason to do it, it's a proper Thai lifestyle here. I love it.
Billy says it's hard to make friends in Pattaya.
Yeah.
It's very cliquey. I know Pattaya is very cliquey, and it's really up to you to make your own clique, I guess. You'll find, because you're in the younger group, because I think you're only about 50 plus, you're not 60 plus, are you, Billy? I've seen your photos, you look younger than me. But Pattaya is for the older folks, and I think the 65 plus generally. So you find yourself outside that little age group. I think more of the the earlier, younger retirees are more down Jontium way, out of the Pattaya main scene. Return to Thailand, Christmas. Then the final trip to Thailand in April. Okay, so that was, I just read it wrong. Okay. Why he sounds more educated. This evening. I hated Pattaya because you couldn't find the love of my life. Yes. Pinging me. Okay. Pattaya mainly freelancers here, hard to find genuine dating. I can imagine it is a tourist zone, so it's going to be few and far between in that area. And the whole culture.
Where you go.
Yeah. It's the culture in that area. It's Thais do what Thais do, and if the majority of the Thais are walking the streets and selling their bodies, then to look like part of the same crowd without being part of the crowd, you've got to look the same. So even the regular girls will dress themselves up just to, I suppose, avoid attention. Anyway, I don't live in Pattaya, so I'm not really the expert there. Mr. Mitch, I'll be home next week. I'm currently in the US for my daughter's wedding. Oh, congratulations. That means you've got children coming on the way, I guess, is it? Grandfather Mitch. Yes? I don't know. That usually means what the marriage thing is, isn't it? Found many times on the first few visits to Pattaya. Yeah, but that's permanent love? I don't know. They all love you a long time down there. Said grandfather's blood. You can find the true love in Pattaya, but only for an hour at a time. Yes. And they're very good at they're very good at pretending the true love thing. They've become experts at that.
Until the buffalo needs medical attention.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I know it's the old cliche. But...
Well, it's like it does happen. The buffalo,
Yeah.
well, in our case, the younger sibling decides to fucking run around without a fucking helmet on.
Yeah.
This is the whole.
But that's real life. though,
This
mate.
is what it is. The second next video coming out, we've got to ride around our neighbourhood and just count the motorcycles with their helmets. Wombat and Kiwi Bar is a great place to meet up.
Yeah, but that's in Jontium, Mr. Mitch. It's not Pattaya.
I think they all call it the same, don't they?
Well, it's getting that way. I went there when I did a supply run, and there used to be, I forget the name of it, that main street between Pattaya and Jontium was a bit vacant, but now it sort of looks like another soy joined onto Pattaya now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know I'll be meeting Mark in the Wombat fairly soon, but Central Pattaya is easy enough too. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're coming up. Dry season starts in about a month, so we're going to start organising. I've got to get the bike prepped because the bike doesn't get run for 6 months. The big bike, that is. It's all scooter work because I don't go anywhere. Got to get the bike prepped up and cleaned and plans for some runs down. I have to get my calendar sorted out, get everybody's arrival. I thought Chris was back already from Chicago, but no.
no.
Keeping track of the days. It's always Sunday in Thailand.
Jerry's not even back, or is he back tomorrow? I can't remember.
I don't know. Is he back? Yeah. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll work it out. They're not in Thailand. We don't pay any attention.
Well, after I get back from Bill's wedding, it'll be sort of head down, bum up, getting stuff organised, because hopefully it's the end of the rainy season by the time I get back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're still planning some rides down your way and hang out for the night. Things are starting to settle down here. I've been sort of joking around with Ben downstairs. I don't know how much English he understands. I try to do as much Thai as I can, but we sort of joke about the fact that, come on, get out of bed, got to do some jumping jacks and sit-ups and push-ups and come on.
Yeah.
all he can do now is like smile, which is indicating that he thinks it's funny. But not quite sure why he hasn't got his voice yet, though. He's lot of motor function now, but his voice is not getting there.
Well, he did have a trachea, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
trachea. Yeah.
And muscular dystrophy, that area comes on pretty quick if you're not using that top part of your throat.
Is it?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, we've had grunting sounds, like vibration sounds, throat gargling vibrations. So we know that the vocal cords are there and working, but he hasn't worked out how to control them yet. So maybe that comes after he can actually walk or something like that. He can't walk by himself yet. He still has to go between shoulders, but we do his leg walking thing and everything else. But yeah, so it does happen, and it does genuinely happen. Thais can be careless in a lot of aspects of their life, and the rest of the family is there to pick it up. And I'm one of the family, so I help out as well. That's what you do. What did Stephen say? Silkenbed Road, for those that do not know, the runs right through the middle of the Thailand and joins up with the Silk Road to get cannabis. Get us for Actually, no, I'm pretty sure mine just comes down, put them on Ponsai Ha.
Yeah.
And I have my own transporter. That's the video that's up now, isn't it? Talking about the cannabis.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Good bunch of guys, those guys. They're quite funny, We did have a longer chat than what was there, but we did cut out a lot of the bullshit that we just talked about. But yeah, just calling in to say good day, Ray. Haven't heard from Ray for quite a while either. I'm on your way for a nap. What time is it there? Nap was his afternoon nap. David, can Ben be encouraged to sing what he wants to say? I don't know if that would be. Got to try a few things. Maybe we should try some karaoke sort of style play down there.
Oh, I mean, Shania would know what songs he'd like, I'm assuming.
I'm sure we've got the karaoke machine, so
Yeah.
and he can hold the microphone. Okay, that's a little exercise we might. Changes the neural pathways to do something different. Yeah, okay, we might look into that. In the past year for me has been a blur. It's been a blur for me too. Travelling a lot this, mostly Chiang Rai. Had a pituitary tumour. Oh damn! In Pattaya was a long recovery. That's probably why your channel went off, wasn't it? I'm guessing. You had sinus cysts removed. One up. Eesh. You've had a bit of a run there, mate. And here's me. I just worried about a upset stomach every so often. I'm one of the lucky guys. I've been hearing about all these illnesses, all these older people are getting here in Thailand. 3 weeks recovery for Todd for the influenza.
Yeah.
That
was more like 4 weeks, 5 weeks by the time I got fully over it.
Well, that's the way it goes. You got to take your lumps. I always look at the fact that the universe is just unbound chaos. And we try to make order out of it. So anytime you just take your focus off the order, the chaos just creeps in. Then, of course, if you just worshipped Eris, it's just part of the course. She is the active divinity on the planet right now. Chaos, discord, confusion. I see her everywhere. I just go with the flow, mate. Good news. that you are better. I have had enough hospitals as well. I'm pretty sure you have, Rob. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You come here to relax and retire, not to spend, your time in, 4 walls, with people poking and prodding you for 6 months at a time. Anytime you look up from your glass of whiskey, the chaos creeps in. It's good to have Stephen back. You've been sorely missed.
Just need down low and we can just sit back and watch the commentary. It'll be good.
Well, that's what we're doing today because we've got the crew together. We got the gang back together. Finally. All we're going to do is get them onto the Discord so we can look at their ugly faces and take the game pictures off there. Just two, if I take, just two just looks too big. And it's just too much blank there because it goes one on top of the other or something. Anyway. What else? What time is it anyway? What's our time looking like?
I forgot what time.
20 minutes, that's all right. Yeah, I decided to put the rain. I do have a bit of a lip sync problem there, don't I? I have to look into that. We do have a bit of rain at the moment, so I put a rain background on just to make you feel comfortable. Like I said to Todd too, looks like we're in the same house then. Yes, Discord's not hard, and it's where we hang out, and you're always welcome to drop in and say hello and tell us your problems or ask questions.
No, I don't know whether it's your mic, Steve, or whether there is a setting that you may have clicked accidentally that makes it that we can't hear you.
I did send you a link to test your microphone in a web page that gives you loopback feedback instantly so you can play with your settings, right? If you can get it working on that, it'll work in Discord, okay? Just check your Discord messages, or did I send it to Discord, or I can't remember if I sent it to Discord or Facebook or like. Sent it to you about 2 months ago, Stephen. God, I can send it to you again. I'll have to find it where I sent it.
Don't feel bad. I had to help Marky Mark reset up the Discord again. So
It's
once you get it going, it's awesome. So
once you set it, it's set. That's it.
Yeah.
It overrides Windows settings if you use the app, and it stays those settings unless, of course, you change your profile or change hardware. But look, this is not a technical discussion. You want technical discussions? I can do technical how-tos on IT. There's only two things I'm good at: IT and transgender topics. Right? Everything else is I'm just a regular guy. You can ask me anything about transgender, anything about IT, and I'm the go-to guy. But outside that, yeah, I'm a bit lacking in information. My computer still has the green beeping pulse. No, I'm sorry, I can't even fathom what that would mean.
is he talking about the old DOS home screen?
It's a little arrow symbol on the screen, is it? And it's sort of saying, it's just flashing.
IBM.
Yes, I know. He's still on 3.3 days. Shan, g'day. 4 days home in Bangkok after 10 days in Sydney, Gold Coast. Thankfully, no leaving Thailand for next sort. Oh, thank God for that. Yes, I keep on thinking about the whole, do I have to go back? When do I have to go? Just even the thought of going back to Australia just doesn't really appeal to me for some reason. Why? I don't know. It's 9 hours on a plane, 3 hours through freaking immigration, or 2 hours through immigration, getting a taxi, going to Northbridge, linking up with my friends there, and then trying to work. If I had a reason to go, I'd go, but I don't have a reason to go. I was looking at I found my daughter's LinkedIn profile the other day. She's now the senior she's some sort of managerial position in I have to look it up again. But yeah, she did a bachelor's degree in business economics or something. I didn't know about that. Looks like she's fairly well set up now. She's got a high profile position in the organisation she's in, and looks quite sort of set up for. I wonder if she's going to do what her old man did and retire at 55. Stephen still has dial-up internet. Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, my son turned 30, and on the 22nd That's because faster than the others. I had no choice. Okay. 14.4. I only got a 14.4K dial up. Oh, okay. So you need a 28.8K or a 33.6K. What was the final speed on dial up? 56K. That's right. 56K.
56K. Then you went to the ISDN line.
Yeah. Then yeah. And let's show you want something. Start video. Yes. What you doing? Where you stay now? Oh, you have a flat tire. Okay. You can call some. I call you on the phone, darling. Yeah, what do you want me to do? I don't know anybody to call. I have no spare tire. What do you want? What do you want? I have no spare tire. What do you want?
No, don't want. I just tell you.
Oh, just tell me.
No
Okay.
problem.
Get somebody to fix. Take it to MMS in Soy Roy Sip. No, Roy Hawk. MMS.
Pardon? Not 106. Now stay ใส่ 5.
Oh, you still say hi? Okay. Oh, yeah, I see where you are. Yeah. So you call somebody or what?
Yeah, I call somebody and him not come. Just wait, I think.
Yeah, I can't fix. I don't have any gas can for fill up, so cannot help you, darling. I can come see you, but I cannot help you. I've got nothing to fix.
Okay.
Okay. She's got a flat tire, just down there, just the the Saiha flyover from Pitcairn Road, just outside the vet there. Looks like it.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's got a flat tire. Yeah, actually, it's the first one we've had in 7 years. I see people getting flat tires. It's probably just had something just go in the tire, like a nail or something. Probably easier to fix. And those tires are still good. They've got like 3 or 4 years on them, tread-wise. But yeah, somebody will come and fix it. I just don't have any gear. Like if I had a can of Finileak, I'd just run down and pump it full of Finileak and take it down to MMS and say, fix it. But yeah. Of course, they don't like it when you do that because they've got to get all the fucking gunk out of the fucking casing before they put. Ugh. Yeah. It's always a good thing to carry, the can of Finileak. It usually got you out of trouble.
Just check the spare tire every month.
Oh, they don't run spare tyres because that's a gas car, so the spare tyre well is the gas tank for the car.
That's the Vios, yes.
That's the Vios, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so a bit of fun for the day. I got a flat tyre, but I see my friends on bikes in the bike channel on the bike groups. They're getting flat tyres all the time. I think Paul. When we used to ride, he probably posts at least 2 pop-ups a year on Facebook about something's in his tyre. He's improved.
Yeah, but he does the back roads like
Band-Aid, well, yeah, your Band-Aids, not quite, but I suppose you could if you wouldn't get inside and stick it on the inside of the hole, might hold it for a bit, but then of course you've got to pump the tyre up. Yeah, doesn't work on the outside though, unfortunately. So a bit of drama for this morning. She's called somebody to fix it, but she's waiting. Okay, moving right along. What else we got to talk about? Yes, I did mention the fact that I am now going to be putting an effort into making videos. Right, I said, fuck this, 7 years of playing fucking YouTube. I thought, let's sort of see if we can up the fucking level of content and production level. Instead of taking an hour to stitch a video together, the last 2 videos I got up there, they took like 4 or 5 hours to put together. Most of the time it's just trying to get that background music or something working, like the one for that I just made, I show you guys, just finding tracks to go there, and then, you know, sound leveling, and oh God, it's such a fiddly job.
Yeah.
You know, for probably, you know, 5% more views. Yeah. But if I'm going to make a video channel, I'm going to might as well fucking just do, you know, I keep on complaining about the fact that, you know, nobody does quality, and I let my quality go down because I was just trying to be the same as everybody else. Nah, fuck it. It's my job. I get paid about maybe 50 cents an hour.
And I'll put the hook in there. You've got to watch to the end of the new videos because there's something new and exciting. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's it. The stuff's in there, yes.
It'll be worth it.
If I keep on fucking things up, it'll be more funny. Yeah.
No, don't cut out the bag. I'll just put the hook in
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's what the hook's there.
That's a marketing thing.
That's a marketing thing. I'm no good at marketing. You're the marketing expert. God, I only did the data. You know, I did the data side of marketing.
That's why I put it in there, and then you almost spoiled it.
I know how to run the data. I don't know how to run the people stuff. I'm not a people person. The trouble with a flat tire is trying to get a grip. Right, yes, okay, Stephen. But what else is there? Something else that I got something else in the back. I was going to take you down a little trip. You know, now we're towards the end of the thing. You know, what else have I been playing with? Okay, so let's go over here. I've talked about ChatGPT before. So I've been having, I'm not going to show you ChatGPT, I'll just show you little bits and pieces that you can do. One of my biggest problems is thinking about things to talk about here in Thailand that are topical. Because I've settled into Thailand life, the fact that unless, of course, you make drama, you don't get drama. It's strange how that works, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of how I could lift the content. So I've been on ChatGPT, given me some ideas. Okay. I can't remember the question, but these are the answers she gets. Surviving 7 crazy years in Thailand, my shocking truth revealed. My secret to success, 7 years in Thailand taught me this. 7 years in Thai paradise, the unbelievable lessons I did. I said, make them a bit clickbaity, because like I wouldn't know how to fucking do clickbait, you know. The concept escapes me, but I have been playing TikTok, so I'm getting a few ideas, and I thought I need a teacher to teach me what clickbait really works, or how to make clickbait. So I've gone to ChatGPT to give me some ideas. I asked the things about, you know, what's, you know, some topics to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. No message sent. That's Ralph. Okay. The big stick photo. This post has been it's a group. No, I can't use that one. Yeah, so I asked her to give me some topics, you know, the top 10 topics that are talked about as video topic in Thailand. So I sort of, you know, said cost of living, that's the first one. She gave me cost of living, discussed affordability. And I try to avoid that one because it's like trying to compare apples with oranges. But there is a way to do it. I've got to explore a way of actually talking about, you know, how to deal with it, you know. She's given me some ideas. I think that was the idea she gave me for that one. Living the dream on a budget, my life in Thailand. What was it? Cultural adaptation. Foreigners often share their experiences. So after 7 years, I've forgotten all the adaptations. I've got to really go back through my catalogue of 700 videos and work out. Ask Johnny, he's the alas, I don't watch Johnny's channel, and I probably avoid it like the plague, but, you know, here's a fellow Aussie, maybe I should watch his channel. Thai cuisine. Yeah, so the cultural adaptation. I've spent 7 years trying to adapt, and I've forgotten my adaptation process, and it's all been video documented, but I don't watch my videos. Thai cuisine, yes, is another good subject. Visa and immigration, we do talk about that from time to time. Yeah. Local experiences. Sharing adventures and local experiences such as festivals, markets, travel destinations. Oh, that reminds me, on my Lazada, I did find something that looks interesting. I don't know whether I want to spend that. Where is it? No, I don't know. Lazada. Come on, can we go to Lazada, please? Log in. I put that in my. There we go. Oh, product not found. We keep on fucking telling me about it. It's an action camera. There are others. It's obviously. It's a head-mounted. Just sits over your ear, and sees what you're seeing. Again, I could do that with the GoPro. There is a rig you can get for the GoPro, but it's quite bulky, to get that. And it's chest mounted and it sort of shakes a bit. Whereas, that to me, it's 4K. You've got to get a memory card for about 2,900 baht just for a little action camera. It'd be great for walking through, open air markets and things like that. So it's less affronting to people, but then it can, of course, also draws into that line of being voyeuristic, like hidden camera, which people also, object to. I think if they see a camera, they know to avoid the camera. If they don't see the camera, then they feel affronted by being caught on camera because they didn't notice they were on camera. And that's what I think about all the time when it comes to this shit. Now, what's the other thing? So I do want one of those. Anybody want to gift me one of those? I want one of those. I realise that my roll is switch. It's not linear. That's why I've been having all those racetracks last night. I could not freaking get those turns because here's me trying to adjust the linear on the roll, and I looked into it's not linear. It's a switch. It's either on or off. So yeah, I've got to put the Warthog on my wish list now. 22. That's $1,000 Australian, isn't it? Mm. Yeah, I don't have $1,000 Australian to waste on a gaming rig, but somebody else can buy it for me. Where are we? What did I miss? You guys here, the two. You guys here. Yeah, anyway, getting back to what I was talking about. Yeah, so that's local experience. Just the best way to shoot that would be sort of something that's looking at what you're looking at. I get a bit crazy with the camera. Or head turning? I don't think it'll move so much. So it's something I'm investigating. Language learning. Yes, I got to spend at least an hour a day on that. Community and social life, exploring the expat community. Yeah, well, we've talked about that before with the meetups and everything else. There's a lot of opportunities to get together with Farang here in Thailand. Work, business opportunity. That's another thing for Billy. Have you looked at meetup? Is there any special meetups going down in the patio? Maybe you can meet some different types of people through the meetup arena. There's also another one. Was it the Silver Surfers Club? They do functions here, and there's also a third group. Can't remember the name of it now. But there's three organisations that focus on expats living in Thailand and getting together and making organised get-togethers. I can look them up for you, Billy. Just let me know. Healthcare insurance, I think we've covered that a bit, but I think it probably needs a bit more explanation. I just, as I've solved my problem, I don't need to solve it for everybody else. That's the way I put it into that basket. But things to work on. Safety and security.
Good insurance broker. That's the best advice I can give.
Safety and security. Again, I don't really I feel unsafe. Even Thai roads. I'm at that level now with Thai driving that I just anticipate every arsehole and I don't have a problem. I'm about to get the third eye fitted on the back of the head just to make sure.
One of the quirkiest things around here is, yes, you've got the 3 lanes on the main stretch, and then you've got your right turn lane, but they don't just use the right turn lane, they use the right lane and the middle lane and turn with you into one lane.
Yeah, that's it.
So you've got 3 cars turning right into one lane.
There's that bridge. There's that bridge in PopeKael there that goes out to PopeKael 69. You've got 2 lanes to turn right into that side street, which has 50 metres of 2 lanes, which then crams into 1 lane, and you get 3 lanes on the main road, try to squeeze into that 2, then into the 1, and we wonder why we have traffic problems on PopeKael Road. Oh, fuck, no. Yeah. Anyway, I did ask her to give me the clickbait titles. Living to this cultural adaptation, cracking the Thai code, navigating culture shock. Gives me some ideas for titles. And that's the thing with YouTube now. It's all to do with the title and your thumbnail. That's 70% of your follow through of a video now is title and thumbnail. Everything else is just par for the course. And that's the thing I don't really do. I don't do titles. I don't really think about it. I'm just talking about life in general, which is what we do. Let's get a bit more focused on it now. I think that's what it's come down to. I just want to make it worth my time to do something. But yes, I got to rework that. Yeah, I got plenty of things to talk about. I just keep every time I get an idea, I just keep on 23 pages of it. Possible title list. There you go. Things I have done. It is really one of the hardest things to do with the YouTube thing is coming up with fresh content. And then okay, I've got the 2 next videos, which I think I've spent a lot of time on, and I feel I've really done an effort to make those, right? And I'll get probably, maybe 50 more views on the other ones. And then you're sitting there always sort of saying, but I need to do better, I need to do better, I need to do better, Then I'll be like Ethan, spending a week on a video, before he puts it out.
We're our own worst critiques.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to do the first cut. I'm going to throw it at you guys, and I'll write down what you thought was wrong, and then I'll make sure that that's on the list of next video. I'm not going to try to rework that, unless of course it's completely bad. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, we've got our hour through. We were also saying, do we continue with the Saturday morning live stream? And that's really up to you guys. If you guys are here, we'll continue doing it. I just think that there's not many opportunities for people in Thailand and people who come to Thailand to just have an open discussion. That's what we're doing. We're just making this like a public place where you can all voice your opinions live in a chat. Not many people do that, and I think it's good. Half-naked women on the thumb. Half-naked women on the thumb. Yeah, well, Shania does. Shania's picture on the thumbnail always is a draw card. Yes, we know that. But in the TikTok, I've been using my face as the draw card, and I'm getting lots and lots of girls following me. I think they want to date me, but that's another thing altogether. They haven't quite
That's
worked
where
out.
I'm going wrong. I've got to have a TikTok channel to get dates.
Yeah, you've got to have a TikTok. You've got to show yourself. You've got to be out there in the public, showing your face, and then maybe the girls will run you down. Yes, let's get out of here. We actually want to do some gaming now, so we're going to flip over to Twitch and get a second coffee. And and that was the thing, the discussion though. Maybe we drop this YouTube hour and just. If you really want to be here, we'll be on Twitch, but then of course it just makes it harder for other people, and I don't want to make people's lives really all that hard. So we'll just continue doing what we're doing, I guess. Anyway, where's my button? Where's the button? YouTube sign out, closing screen. Closing screen, no one. Okay, we're out of here. We'll see you next week.
I want you to